All right, guys, we are coming back. We have the teams that are going to be loading up. We're going to be watching Team BoBs versus Team Infused. So this is going to be back on Siege of Shanghai, because we did skip kind of ahead. We were supposed to be casting on Parasol Storm, but that match was severely delayed. So now we are going to be back on Siege of Shanghai once again. Dogbert, how you doing, broski? You feeling good after that last match? Your boys are going through to the winners bracket.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bit shaky at first, a bit worrying. Not only was I watching, obviously, a lot of the guys that I know quite well who play for the BF4 squad, but also a friend of mine who works for Dignitas. Me and him are colleagues. So, yeah, it was good to see them do quite well. And Ziggy, MVC, in his first game in a long time, managing to do very well for himself in the second round. So, yeah, very good for them. We are going to be seeing another team that has become, well, pretty infamous in the UK scene, easily the best UK side and one of Europe's best, and a team that I will not be surprised if we end up seeing in the EMS final. Infused, a team which I probably cast more of Infused games than probably any other team in the entire BF. Mainly because I know them quite well, and more importantly because obviously I am casting a lot of the UK games these days. So they're a really solid team right now, and they'll be going up against Team BoBs, who managed to beat Team Razer actually in that game that we were going to cover at first, Brett, which was severely delayed. So we switched over, like you were saying. But I think they're going to have their work cut out here as the Infused guys have been on quite a roll recently in the UK scene. I mean, they've won all three so far. So even MYM couldn't dent that. So, man, work cut out indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see, if they're going to be able to take another cup for their win. But then again, they have to go through Dignitas, so that's going to be a tall order for them. So should be interesting. If they do end up winning this and going through the winners bracket, they will be facing off against Dignitas. In fact, I am going to be linking down the brackets right now. But Dogbert, who is your favorite for this one? Because honestly, the only teams that I recognize are going to be Dignitas and Infused.
Yeah, well, they're definitely the more of the more well-known teams. Team BoBs, first time I've actually seen them sign up. Rez obviously signed up last week, so both of these teams I'm not actually that familiar with. Infused, obviously, I know these guys quite well. UK Swag is, I believe, Enkel, who used to play for other UK teams. He's kind of a wonder boy, one of the new additions to the team. Pretty much not replacing, but taking over from Jack Frags, who used to play quite a bit, but
To
now
put it in
he's
your
got
words,
his role.
maybe, he is the Mayic of Infused.
I think a few of the Infused guys would probably dislike that comparison, especially Hadouken and Revo and Tom. I mean, all of them are really good. But yeah, I mean, the only reason I have a comparison with Mayic and Enko is simply because both of them cannot play at the LAN finals if they were to qualify. So they're kind of like online heroes of the highest level right now.
I gotta say though, Inkle, he's a fragging beast. I think I cast with you on the Go for 12, I think is what it was, and I was watching him, and he was hanging in there. I believe it was against Fnatic, and he was hanging in there, man.
On Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, he was just fragging like a beast on it. So, if he can bring that to them, like you said, the only downfall is the fact that he can't compete in the lands.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I mean, there's no way he can play in any of the EMS finals at all. So, yeah, he's pretty much nothing they can really do there. But you got to look at the team as a whole. You've got Bambi, obviously, a very smart player. Obviously, you've got Hadouken, who easily probably the best UK player, I'd say. I mean, I'd put Enkelbert, obviously, as just a top fragger, but all round, I'd say Hadouken is easily someone who's impressed me for quite a while. Obviously, Tom and Revo, all really good in their own way, and they come in with kills all the time as well. I mean, it's just a solid team. It's only a matter of time until they have a really, really big success outside of just the UK Cups. And like I said, I will not be surprised at all to see them going to the LAN finals coming up, I think, at the end of next month. So, yeah, I seriously, big fan of these guys. I get on with them very, very well. So I'm not just saying it because I like them, but because I think it's only a matter of time, really.
Yeah, they've always been that team that was kind of on the cusp of really starting to break out, and then they just kind of lose it for a cup or two, and then they start coming back and they're really showing promise, and then just kind of, they never really seem to be able to get that consistent, I guess, winning streak down.
Yeah, like I said, they'll make a breakthrough game in one of the EMS or one of the Go Force soon, and I think from that they'll get the confidence to perform a lot better as soon as they get that out of them and get it done for once. So they will be going live. Yeah, like I said, I don't know the Bob guys too well. They have got Mill playing for them, who is kind of the ESL versus regular. One of the guys always seems to come he plays probably the most of them. I don't know if that particularly means he's the best, but he definitely is the most consistent. And yeah, so they've obviously had some success today. As they obviously took down Team Rez, but and they're going up against easily the best team in the UK and one of the best teams in Europe on a map which, man, a bit of experience like we've already seen can take you a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we will be having Infused on the Chinese side. We'll be having BoBs on the US side. What are you going to be seeing for breakouts here, dog?
I expect to see Infused kind of just going straight up the middle, hungry for kills, try to get that B and A hold from BoBs. I wouldn't be surprised to see kind of a split push on both A and B, but really from their point of view, I would just try and overwhelm that B flag as quick as possible.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think that would be a wise decision. We are going to be seeing a 2-3 split. Not so aggressive straight up the middle there. We will be seeing Inkle or UK Swag going to be getting up on top, right onto mid. Takes a rocket for his troubles. Will be going down. I believe that was first blood right now. Jono going to be making his way over here towards Bambi. Takes him down, and now they're going to get straight on the Bravo flag. That was a really good breakout for BoBs here, except for the fact that they did not cap C.
Yeah, well, like I said, they just threw everything at that B flag there, and they got everything they wanted, but they didn't get the bleed because obviously they didn't get that C flag. But there you go, finally they get the bleed. But really, considering they're on the harder side, I think that's pretty much a good trade, really. They just need to keep the C flag here, but they're getting wiped already. You can see Infused is taking it maybe a little bit more seriously now, and they're going to get the bleed originally, and there's almost a full wipe with only Big Snowman left at that B flag right now.
Yeah, we do have some spawns over here next to Statue, though. That should definitely be helping them out right now. Oh, M1L ends up getting taken down. That's going to leave B flag completely open. Jono, though, going to get back onto this Alpha flag. Should be able to get the cap here in just a second, but they did end up giving up Bravo, which could come back to really bite them. 182-190 with Infused with the lead. 10-ticket lead right now. And that was, like I said, that was a pretty shocking breakout that we saw there. Now, we will be seeing BoBs having to push back up on the Alpha side. This is probably one of the harder pushes to make as you are way out into the open here. And Bravo flag will be going back into their possession. We saw Hadokens trying to make his way back up. Will not be able to do so. Gets taken down. But Bambi has a possibility of taking out 2 more players with that back rage. And that did end up failing right there. 1ML also getting taken down. Hadokens, though, cleaning that back up. Spots out Jono. Will be able to take him down as well. Gets the res. So nice plays coming out for Infused as they are going to be pressuring back up onto this Alpha flag. And yeah, will the rotations for BoBs be able to take this back? I don't think so.
That was from Hadouken there. I think you got like 3 kills a row. Really broke open that A flag and obviously securing the cap now and just kind of holding the flag down. I really feel Infused now. Kind of, you know, they feel comfortable now. They've got the initial start. They've got a bit of a lead here. They got the bleed, and they're going for a trip cap now. So I think they're brimming with confidence here, and they've kind of locked BoBs down outside of that B flag. And I mean, there's been a spawn right side outside of the statue, but man, I think this might be it already. I mean, Infused are getting ahead of steam now, and they are absolutely bulldozing BoBs.
Yes, they are. We're going to be seeing Tom back here by himself on Bravo flag. Should be able to hold this off. He has the added help of his teammates coming down. That's going to be Inkle and going to be able to pick up smoke right there. No problem. And there you go. Bravo flag going back into Fairboat. And once again, trip cap for Infused coming in. We do have a back rage for M1L. We had Snowman just deciding, hey, I want to go up to the center of the map, and he did end up getting taken down. Pressure is also going to be pushing back up onto that Charlie flag. He's going to get tagged up a little bit here, so he's going to be low on health. And I don't think 1ML was able to take him down. No, Revo is going to be back up with that Magnum kill. Trying to get some montage moments, but I don't think he actually got the pick and C will be returning back into their favor. So, yeah, Infused, as you were saying, they're just bullying them right now.
Yeah, they're just blitzing them here, trying to make this a short one, really, and trying to put them out of the middle. Mill doing what he can, they're trying to get through here. Eventually gets one of the kills, and there, Hadouken goes down as well. It's really only UK Swag or Enkel who's the only one nearby who can really do anything, and he's getting help from Bambi as well. But nah, first time, ticket bleed back over to BoBs, but man, that B flag is looking vulnerable, and so is C. This is an awkward positioning right now for BoBs.
Yes, it absolutely is. They did end up getting that Charlie flag, but both of those players went down in the process. Bambi's going to be back up. Opens up the door. Peekaboo! Get down! As M1L is not going to be able to stay alive there. Ends up getting taken out. Long range shots coming in as well. Gets the assist on there, so Bambi doing a really good job for his teammates right now. Tom, though, 10-3. And I think Tom is actually using the M16 burst variant. Yes, he is. So, like I said, we've been seeing this gun popping up more and more and more. We're also seeing Revo using that AEK to his advantage. I think he actually just went down. No, he's still up. Ended up switching out guns once again to an Ace 23. So, yeah, seeing a lot of variations here from weapons. Alpha flag getting taken here by BoBs. 82 to 171. What really can the BoBs do to come back here? I mean, this is a pretty brutal experience that we're seeing here.
Yeah, they really need to hope that Infused just get really, really cocky here. They need to lock down that A and B flag and put a line of defense pretty much across that road up to the statue. But unfortunately for them, Infused are just keeping really close to them, you know, not giving them any chance to get any leg room, any breathing space at all. I mean, Infused is just sticking to them like glue and getting the kills. And I mean, there you go. They took down Hadouken. That's going to be the B flag going over them. I mean, they've got to deal with UK Swag and Tom moving over on C. But I mean, this is the first time. But to be honest, it looked kind of better for them.
Yeah, we will be seeing B and C going into their favor. Massive fight shaping up, though, over here onto this Charlie flag. Snowman going to be the only one left up to try and stop this, and you will be able to take out Inkle right now. Can he make it a second one? He does. Takes out Revo. Is there a third down here for him to take out? No, Smoke ended up cleaning that before he could do it. But that was a really nice cleanup there. Now, one thing I'm going to be a little bit wary of, as we do see M1L pushing back up, takes out Bambi as he vaults up there. Going all Superman-like, we'll be able to get onto that Alpha flag. Now, Dogbert, my only concern here is they're going to be pretty wide open as we see two more people going to be pushing down in there.
Yeah, and if you lose that B flag like this, it pretty much seeing A all of a sudden become very, very open as well. So, I mean, they've got 3 defenders here, so it's very possible in the defenders, but man, they're going down quick. Mill coming in as the last remaining reinforcements, trying to get a kill here, but man, 3-on-1, I doubt Mill, even with his ESL versus experience here, is going to come out too well from this one. He goes down, and there you go, that's a full wipe, and man, BoBs are now forced on the top right side of that map, and Infused aren't even bothered about the A flag here. They're just going for C, holding that B, and just going for the frags right now. And man, they're hurting this team BoBs pretty bad.
Yes, they are. 63 to 134. They did stop the hemorrhaging a little bit. And we will be seeing Revo getting taken down. Tom's going to be trying to finish that up as he will be able to get the pick on Jono. And look at this. 4 players going to be defending that B flag. We finally have Bambi down here to finish out that Alpha cap. We will be having pressure going around the backside, though. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive there. He actually might be waiting for this pick. Oh, no. That glass, as it does take away that first bullet, pretty much is damage to where it is nothing. But we will be seeing Smoke coming around the corner on C flag for Escalators, taking down Hadokens, and C will be going back into their favor. But the push coming back here for Infused is just too strong. I mean, they already have 3 players that shifted over to that Bravo flag, and they pretty much have locked this thing down, and the bleed will be going back into their favor. 52-124. So I think they did get a little bit overconfident there, Dog, but I think they're starting to pull it back.
Yeah, I think the only chance really BoBs is going to have here is that Infused just get a bit too cocky and they make a big mistake, but man, they're getting enough kills even when they are being cocky, so that's really all they need at this point.
Yeah,
but,
and look at this. Charlie flag getting completely overrun here. I'd like to see... There you go. Snowman automatically realizing, hey, we got a lot of people over on Charlie flag. Going to get down onto that Alpha flag as well. M1L going to be pushing back down. Tries the Batman. Will not be able to be successful. And they all get wiped on Bravo. I think that they should have played a little bit more passive there instead of going for that C push so hard. I think it would have been better if they kind of backed up, taken care of mid, control mid, put 1 guy over here on statue, and then 2 over onto Bravo flag. I think that would have been a lot better push.
Yeah, but the problem that they're having is the kills are coming in too quickly, really form up that good a line. They're playing very reactionary right now, because that's the only thing they can do. I mean, when you're dealing with a team that's able to get this many frags in 1-on-2, 1-on-3 situations, you really resort to hammer tactics and just try and throw as many as you can and just break through. But man, their coordination just isn't there, and Infused are just showing the better teamwork here, holding that C and B flag, and right now you can just see them straight line, straight down that main road, and man, BoBs are hurting right now. They're just not able to break through.
Yeah, they most definitely are hurting. 22 tickets left on the board. B flag will be going down into their favor. And at this point, Dog, you're not really looking to win the match, but you are just trying to whittle down those tickets.
You got to do something at this point, and you don't really want to leave your opponent with this many tickets in the next round. So this is their chance, really, to make the next round a little less hard on them. Keep this A and this B flag, and this is where Infused could get lazy here. So it all comes down to this, but if they lose out on this B flag, I don't see how they're going to recover. But man, you can see the Team BoBs are flowing everyone into that B flag right now. It's absolute chaos.
Yes, it is, and we are going to be seeing Infused looking like they're going to be coming out on top. Noah Bagrage coming in here by Jono. Can he take him down? Gets a spawn off him. That's going to be M1L as 3 players now going to be back up onto that Bravo flag. Only one left back up. That's going to be Revo. Will not be able to finish up on those picks, but they will be able to take the 2 cap in their favor, and now they're sub 100. If they can bleed down another 40 tickets, they're going to be sitting really good going into round number 2. They have done the job that they wanted to do.
Yeah, definitely, and this is the thing about this map. The B flag is obviously such an important one, and a one that you can kind of lose far too many tickets on. Rushing for that A is always the best one. C is such a flag it can swing back and forth anyway, but that A one is very vulnerable. So many angles of attack and so many easy ways to hold it if you know what you're doing, and that's what Infused went for, knowing that they should probably not take this, you know, too non-serious, and they've gone for that A, got that. They're going to lose C, but right now, look, there's no one at B, and it's all Infused right now.
Yeah, we do have Inkle on the backfield there with trying to get a quick switch there. Not going to be able to do so. C will be staying into their favor. Alpha Flag is also going to get pressured, but once again, like we said, they're not going to win this map, but they are going to be able to whittle down those tickets, and every little ticket is going to help, especially when you're playing against a team like Infused. You want to get, you know, that 10, 15 tickets back off of there than what it could have been, and 1 ticket left to go. I think we are going to be seeing it click back over as it's only going to be a 2-on-5 right now, as Jono is going to be back up onto this Bravo flag. C gets capped out, as well as B is going to get touched, so I think that is it right there. So first round going 84-0 in favor of Infused, looking fairly strong, I would say. But, you know, there towards the end, they were getting a little bit shaky. It seemed like BoBs starting to get their feet back up underneath them. I did like the BoBs, the way they pushed out initially. I liked that. I would have liked to have seen more of their fights go their way. Obviously, the frags were just not, you know, not there for them. But that initial breakout there was just, wow.
Yeah, if you can't get that break, you're always... If you can get a good break like that, it's always going to go well for you. But they needed to rotate quicker, and the second wave of spawn for Infused basically just came in and wiped it. Like, yeah, okay, we messed up. We didn't get B. We pretty much got wiped. But you didn't capture C, so you put all your eggs in one basket, and you couldn't stop the second attack. So it really, even though it kind of stunted that initial attack, which is usually the stronger side, they didn't make much with it. And from then on out, really, Infused just battered them for the first 5 minutes. I mean, it was not a pretty game for 5 minutes at least. I mean, eventually BoBs started to get back into it, but I think that is Infused feeling a bit too comfortable, and really just started to correct their mistakes later on in that round. And taking 84 tickets, that is still quite a lot. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, here's the breakdown for both teams, and you can see it's pretty much standard. 2 guys go for A. And 3 go for B. Pretty standard all across the board, except from what is Revo doing right now for Infused. That is early pressure for A.
Well, that looks like an old push back when the Chinese team spawned over on the Bravo. Does it not? I mean, back when they got the B flag first, and they had to go for this back A push. So that looks like a holdover back from there. But it looks like it's gonna work. It doesn't even actually have to work, as Bambi is gonna be finishing up that cap for his teammates. Revo is just kind of out there floating around. But M1L will be getting taken down over there next to Statue. Smoke is going to be back up. Once again, B flag going into the favor of BoBs right now, but just not winning out on their initial gunfights right now. Pressure is going to be back up on the Charlie flag. Should be able to finish the cap here in just a second, and he does. But we do have Tom jumping back down, able to get the pick. Oh, one spawns on him. Is he going to be able to have enough ammo to finish him off? And he does. Able to use that pistol, which you do not see used very often, and that is a wipe right there, dog.
Yeah, and that's pretty much not the start you want at all. But you can see the new spawn mechanic on Shanghai kicking in there. Spawns right on top of the statue towards A. Also, you've got Elysium pressure, but he gets taken down. And man, yeah, this is going to get pretty brutal right about now. I think Infused are pretty happy with the positions they have. And you can start to see that they're kind of starting to play this like a proper clan match right now. Got their position set down, and man, it's just kind of going to get nasty. But if BoBs can break this B and hold A and B, this is their chance. But look where Bambi is. Just waiting it out, really. Giving time for the rest of the team to turn up. But that might be the time they needed here. You can see UK Swag still around. But I think Infused going for a few random spawns and kind of getting them far, far away. And there's a wipe in mid.
Wow,
and
yeah.
this is the chance. This is their chance to come back in this game.
Yeah, that is. They just do not need to get too aggressive. We are seeing pressure going way, way up onto that Charlie side of the map, and they might be leaving Statue completely open. Look at this, Revo, as well as Inkle and Hadoken's going to be having free push coming in here, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. Inkle was able to get a nice pick there, and oh my God, this is brutal. This is so brutal. They have to know that there was going to be a back rage coming in, and Revo will be able to finish that off along with Hadoken's. That was a nice play there for Infused to kind of pick up on that little mistake where they did have a wipe. Now it's going to be a one-on-one situation over here on the Charlie flag with Tom going to be trying to hold this down for his teammates. He spots out two now, going to be over here, picks up one, that's going to be M1L. Does he pick up the second one? He does. Nice hip fire coming in here as Tom saving that flag and going to be able to secure it for his teammates. We do have Smoke as well as Snowman spawning in, but they also get taken down so fast by Tom once again.
Yeah, and there's those trip caps again, though, kind of relegating BoBs up to the top right of the map now. And you can see they're kind of spread out because they expect these spawns to come in somewhere else, but they're not, and it's completely top side the map, and it's just Enkel by himself trying to hold down that C flag, possibly either going to give up the ghost here and move on, but man, they've already got B and A, so whatever Enkel does this far forward is really just buying time.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, that doesn't really matter at this particular point. Yes, we can see it switching fairly fast, but they got an 80-ticket deficit that they have to fix. And, you know, we've seen two trip caps in favor of Infused, which it's almost like they can do it at will. So, I mean, really, are they worried? I mean, I don't think they are.
No, I don't think they are at all, and they're really just kind of playing for the fun of it now. They know they're so far ahead in tickets that they can really just take quite big liberties like they're doing right now, but you never want to, you know, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have more kills than your teammates so you can brag about it. So they've got something to do there. But right now, look at Tom, man. 11 for free, so he's doing a great job. Mill, as much disdain as he gets for being the best on the rankings for ESL Versus, doing good job so far. 9 for 6 and top scoring for BoBs right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to be seeing Snowman sitting back up on top. He spots out one over next to Escalators. We'll be able to finish that kill. That was on Bambi. And Smoke should be able to get onto the C flag here pretty soon. It's going to be going back in their favor. We also had a fight happening over here onto Alpha. Looks like that was going to go into the favor of Infused here. And only one player left back up. That's going to be Inkle spawning in over here onto this Charlie side. We've got another one over here towards Showroom. He gets taken down, but his buddy's going to be spawning back in. That's going to be Bambi. We'll be able to get the res coming in here pretty soon. And that's going to allow them to put in a lot more pressure back in onto this Charlie flag, which they still haven't been able to cap.
Yeah, this is just getting pretty here. You can see that A flag's now going over to Infused, and really Bambi up there. He's got one-on-one. He finishes this. It's going to go all their way. I mean, right now you got Tom and Revo nearby at C, and they're just brutally holding this BoBs team down. It's very little they can do right now. I mean, they're just bottlenecked into the top of the map, and they're just not getting out.
Yeah, absolutely. 157-97 in favor of Infused. We do have A going to be flashing here. Let's see if Hadokens can clean this up by himself. This is his time for his montage moment. I'd like to see him go in here. 360 YY ladder stalls to go. Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see it. No, we're not going to see that. I would like to see somebody, though, pull out a recon kit and start sniping. As which, by the way, were you watching any of the what was it, ESL Go, I think it was Go 413 last week?
No, why? Did Dignitas use a sniper rifle? Wouldn't be the
No,
first
no,
time I've seen
no.
them do
Okay, so
that.
get this. Infused had Inkle on Paracel Storm using a recon kit.
Oh man, what
What?
for?
I don't know. I don't know. It was brutal. I was beating my head against the wall going, why? Why? You have a fragger here. Put a machine gun in his hands. But they kept putting him in there with that recon kit. I don't know what the deal was there. So just weird stuff coming out. But anyways, we are going to be seeing Infused moving on in the winner's bracket. Going to be facing off Dignitas. And so what do you think is going to be happening in that Dignitas match there?
Well, obviously, I got to say, Dignitas will win it easily, and Infused will absolutely and utterly be destroyed. But I've got a feeling we're probably going to see Infused possibly take it, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be a good game. It'll be a lot closer, I feel, than the ones we've just recently watched. So let's wait and see. I'm not going to jump to conclusions just yet. I've seen a lot of these teams play, and you know, I think just with it being on a UK tournament, I think Infused have a lot more to prove here.
Right, now I do have a question for you. What map are we playing?
I will tell you that in a second, actually.
Because that's going to be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be a lot of map dependent as well. As we have seen several of these teams, you know, they favor certain maps for certain things. Wow, gun just flying up in the air there. That was pretty impressive. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see who comes out on top in that next match. That's probably the next match that we're going to be casting, I would imagine. As if we look over here down into the losers bracket, it's going to be Too Fast for Jesus facing off against Rez Esports, as well as I believe it's going to be BoBs versus Talgi in the losers bracket round number 4. Or actually, that's round number 2. My bad.
It will be Goldman Railway.
Goldman Railway. Oh,
yeah, interesting map, but I think maybe favours a bit of teamwork. I mean, there's a lot of spots on that you need to call quite quick and fast, so maybe give the edge to Infused, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it will be a close game. I think it could be a really close game, but I've got a feeling Infused might just be able to clinch it by just, you know, having the same lineup that they've been playing with for quite a while.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see. I think I don't think I've seen Infused take on Dignitas in quite a long time, so this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, we haven't seen them meet in quite a while. Most of the time they are on different sides of the brackets, at least for GoForce anyways. I hadn't really seen them play against each other in quite some time as well. Going for that cheeky knife kill, that's going to be Tom, as he's going to take out Mill right there. But yeah, so on Goldwood Railway, I like that map. It's very team dependent. You know, while one person can do some damage over there onto the seaside, as well as over there towards the dorms, you know, you really have to have just an all-around good team. I mean, you have to be on par with your communication, and your positioning is going to be critical. Also, we're going to be seeing some rocket play coming out, which I'm excited for. Lots of rockets going to be coming out to break down those walls, and we're not going to be seeing as much of the assault recon being used. So it's going to be bringing a variation of the players that we're going to be seeing. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. I'm not really sure when we're going. Dignitas has been waiting for a while. So are we going to jump right into this next match, or are we going to have a slight little break?
I'm not actually sure. I think we'll have at least a 5-minute break as we set everything up. Everyone goes and have little breaks. We will be back very soon, I believe, and it will be Goldman Railway Dignitas versus Infused.
All right. Well, I'm going to go use the restroom, guys. I know you wanted to hear that, definitely, but we'll be back here just shortly. I'm going to play some music for you, and we'll see you guys here in a bit.